Chabahar Port is again in news. Though Chabahar Port is always in the news, but now it is again in the news after 1.5 months. In September month, US have announced they are going to remove the waiver given to the Chabahar Port. Now, what is the entire case? Chabahar Port is operated by India. In fact, in the Chabahar Port, there is Shahidi Terminal that is operated by India. And this year, India and Iran have signed an agreement worth $370 million. Under that, India Port Global Limited is going to invest $370 million to further develop this port. India's plan is through this port, they can connect the Central Asia and it is going to become India's own Silk Route. So with this objective, India have invested heavily in the Chabahar Port. But because of the Iran's nuclear program, United Nations have put a sanction on the Iran. And under that sanction, US and other European countries also have put an economic sanction on this. However, due to good diplomatic relation between India and US, India has successfully made this thing for US to give a waiver to Chabahar Port's operation. Though at the same time, another big port of Iran, that is Bandar Abbas Port, was under sanction. But in 2018, India got the waiver for the Chabahar Port as it is operated by India, and it is also a gateway, or you can say that it is also a hope for landlocked country like Afghanistan. Because in the case of not able to access the Chabahar Port, Afghanistan is going to be completely dependent on Pakistan for port access. However, in 2018, waiver was given. And that waiver was continuing. In August, when Mr. Donald Trump, US President, he was not able to get his type of deal from India, he put 50% additional tariff on India. Then US under Donald Trump have really started the arm twisting, which is very famous in the American diplomacy. When they try to go for a particular thing, they usually go for arm twisting in the other areas. So US have announced that they are going to remove the waiver given to Chabahar Port in September. However, now again India and US is negotiating very hard, and recently our Commerce Minister have announced that India and US is very near to the deal. And in fact, during his visit to Korea, Donald Trump also confirmed that we are going to have a trade deal with India. And see the cause and effect. When US is going to have a trade deal with India, US has immediately signaled and given additional 6-month waiver to Chabahar Port. So, do you think these two news are not related? Yes, of course they are related. In August, they have put an additional tariff. In September, they have put Chabahar Port out of the waiver. Now they are heading towards the deal. Now Americans are saying that we have given additional 6-month waiver to Chabahar Port, which we have put under the sanction in the month of September. So in the diplomacy, when you are a powerful country, you always use the tactics of arm twisting in order to get what you think is right. Maybe it is not right for the other country, but what you think right, that is right. So this is why in international politics, might is right is one of the dominant phenomena used by the Western countries. Their form of the democracy is the only form of the democracy. They do not regard other countries' aspect in this context. Thank you.